Welcome to Simonds Stadium for the 18th match of Leo's NAB Challenge. It's Geelong up against Melbourne. Well, what a ground that it is today. Simonds Stadium. I don't think we've actually been to this ground before in Leo's NAB Challenge. I think this is the first time that we are at this ground in Leo's NAB Challenge history, and you think it's going to be a good game. Well, yeah, these two teams are coming off a very long break. Geelong playing in match 1 and Melbourne playing in match 2, and there's a kick inside the forward 50 already. Yeah, so these teams should be up and ready to go. They've had a very long break, and there's the first goal of the game. It goes to Mitchy Clark. The Cats take the lead. Balled up. Tapped it down was Jamar. He hand passed it to Dawes. Kicks it inside the forward 50. And what a play that is. And Hogan, well, he could have played on there, but he wanted to be sensible about it, and this is to equal the scoring. Well, they've got the win, Melbourne. And sneaks it home. Melbourne get their first goal of the game, scores a level. Melbourne, they have a chance to take the lead here with 2 goals in a row. Oh, kicks along. It's going to bounce to the top of the square. It's bouncing. Super goal. We haven't seen one in a while, but there's one there. And Melbourne, they take the lead. Hogan marks it in the centre circle. Now he's got no one inside the forward 50, so he's going to have to kick it short, and that's what he does. Good mark from behind there. I'm not sure what the Geelong player was doing. He was a bit confused at what was happening, but Melbourne are going to go inside the 50, and that's what they do. Good kick. And he's number 26. I don't know who he is. I think he's the debutant. He's going to have a chance to extend the lead for Melbourne. And he does. Petrarco, he's not a debutant, but Melbourne extend the lead. Lumumba. 50 seconds to go. Melbourne, well, they could put a big dent in the Geelong's confidence. There's a mark to Hogan, boy. Well, he's got the leg. He can kick it from here if he wants to. Nah, kicks it short. Good kick, Mark. So this is indeed number 36, Garlett, and he can extend the lead out to 20 if he wants to. Half a minute to go. Yep, puts it through, and Melbourne, they've had a great first quarter. 23 seconds to go. Geelong must kick a goal from this passage of play if they're any chance of attempting to stay in the game. Yeah, they have to do it, and there's 13 seconds to go. He has to bomb it inside the 50. He has to. There's no other option about it. Kicks it long, Motlop. He marks it with 6 seconds to go. So he has to kick this goal, or otherwise they could be losing. Geelong, yep. Well, that's a good kick from Motti. He keeps his side in the game. Jones out of the middle ball. And he's injured. Well, that's unlucky for Melbourne. He's a good midfielder, Jones, when he hand passes out of the middle, but he hasn't been doing it that game, so that actually might be a good injury for Melbourne. Might save them some sanity. But here's Tomahawk Steak. We know what he can produce. He's a good kick for goal. Oh, he sneaks it in, and Geelong are on the comeback. Geelong, they're looking for 3 in a row. Well, if they get it, it'll be a miracle. Good kick, Mitchy Clark marks it. So if he gets this, Geelong, they could be turning this game around. Quick fire. And, yep, that's another goal for the Cats. And it's all of a sudden back to within 2 points. Well, you think this is going to be an exciting game. 26-28, Geelong have come back beautifully. And there's a hold in the ball out of the middle against Chris Dawes. Well, yeah, Geelong, they're on the game in the second quarter. They've had a spray at quarter time, and that's a good kick to Motti, right on the 50-metre line. Yeah, well, he can go for it if he wants to. People always underestimate him. Well, yep, and I can see why they do. Oh, brilliant shrugging off, and he managed to get the hand pass away, but his colleague didn't. Tom McDonald, he had a few too much McDonald the night before. Yeah, he did, and he's got a bit of a bloated stomach, and he can't run very quickly, but there's Mitchy Clark. He marks it about 25 metres out, or in fact, he marks it about 20 metres out. Has to kick the goal to put it back in front. He's missed it from there. Lumumba. He marks it just outside of the defensive 50. So Melbourne, they're looking for a goal just before half-time here. Just to give them a bit of a breathing room. They've had most of the possession this game, and they're looking to maybe get on the scoreboard a bit more. There's a kick inside the forward 50. Now it's a race. It's a race. Garland, he's got the pace, but he couldn't quite grab the ball there. So Geelong going to be coming out of the fence there. Maybe the Geelong Cats can get a goal. No, they can't. Corey Enright. He just needs to go off the field. And Melbourne, they're going inside the forward 50 now. Good kick, Mark. Number 44. Just kick it from here, mate. You might as well. No, kicks it short to Garlett, and brilliant punch from the Geelong defender. Oh, Hogan shrugs them off and kicks a goal. What a goal that is. Melbourne are back in the lead. Second half, Melbourne up by 5, and that Hogan goal just before the break, well, that's going to give Melbourne a big confidence booster. Yeah, it is, and you expected the whole team to lift after that. Ball up. Jamar taps it down to his colleague. Dawes picks it up. He does a twirly-whirly. Well, he did really well there to do the shrugging off. Jamar's going to kick it from 50. Oh, what a goal from the Ruckman. And that extends Melbourne's lead out to 11. Geelong, well, they want a goal to stay in this game. Yeah, you think they need it as well because big 2 goals from Melbourne. The Hogan extravaganza and the Jamar extravaganza. Kick inside the forward 50. There it is. Yeah, good mark for number 30. And he can get Geelong back in the game. He can cancel out that Melbourne goal. And he does. Nathan Vardy gets the goal and it's back to 5 points. Geelong out the centre of the ground here. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They love a quick fire 2 goals in a row. Put them back in front. Yep. So they're going out wide. They're going out wide to the wing position. They like doing this actually, Geelong. They really do. It's usually Motti on the left wing. But now they're going out to the right wing. They've changed up their tactics. And there's a kick inside the forward 50. Yep. And if he kicks this, Geelong are in front. And this game's going to get real good to watch. Oh, beautiful use of the wind. Murdoch puts the Cats back in the lead. Well, it appears that the big ruckman, Mark Jamar, has gone off and the other big hairy man, Max Gawn, has come onto the pitch. Well, yeah, he's got a good beard, Max Gawn, but that's besides the point because big tomahawk steak has marked it inside the forward 50. And this is going to extend out the lead to 7 if he kicks this. Well, he has been known to shank him. But he doesn't on that occasion. And the Cats extend the lead to 7. What a game this is turning out to be. Geelong are going to go out of the middle of the ground again. This is to extend the lead once more. Well, they're going out to that wing position again. Not sure what 38's doing. He should have realised what the Cats are doing by now. The coach should have told him what they were doing. Kicks it inside the 50. Big Tomahawk stakes there again. Well, he's unstoppable at the moment. And this is for another goal for him. Yep, goal. Geelong are now up to 13 points just like that. Melbourne desperately need a goal before the 3-quarter time break. Well, yeah, they do, and that's not a good kick to Watt, so that's not going to help him. Geelong are in the lead by 14 points, and they could be on their way to getting another one here. 17 seconds ago, can they hand pass it up the pitch? They're hand passing in the congested area, but it's going to work. Stokes, hand passes it to Clark, he needs to kick it, and he does, but he's kicked it straight to the Melbourne player. There could be a chance here. 5 seconds to go. No. Last quarter is going to be an intriguing one. It's 14 points of difference. Melbourne have been on the top in this game, and now the Cats are on top of this game, and not a good start for the D's. No, it's not. Not a good start at all, and that's probably the worst possible start for Melbourne that they could possibly be. And there's a mark to Mitchy Clark. Well, if he kicks this, it's a 40-point turnaround. It is indeed. And it's a goal. So Geelong get the first goal of the last quarter, and it's a 40-point turnaround from the first quarter. Stokes marks it just outside of the forward 50. There's just under 3 minutes to go in the game here, and that's a beautiful kick to Mitchell Clark. 2-on-1. Melbourne defenders were just in no man's land. They didn't know what they were doing. And yeah, it's out to 26 points now, and I think it's all in vain for the Demons. Margin stands at 26 points. Melbourne have to kick 5 goals if they're going to want to be in front. Yep, and there's a 2-minute warning on the Tissot clock, and it's getting harder by the second for Melbourne. Well, if they kick a couple of super goals, there might be a chance. Now, he's kicked this from directly on the 50. Is this a super goal? Could be the second one of the game. No, it's not. It's a regular goal. He kicked it right on the 50. Melbourne are going to lose, though. Nope, he kicked it straight to the opposition. What the fuck? 29 picks it up, hand passes it to 7, who manages to hand pass it to 14, who manages to hand pass it to 23, who manages to hand pass it to 27. And now it's a kick inside the forward 50, marking the defence. Good punch. And he punched it to his teammate as well. That was fantastic. Look at all the numbers around this ball. And 3 is running into the congestion, but he somehow manages to get a hand pass away. This has been the story for the Cats today. But Tommy Hawkins, he was not strong enough to shrug off that one. No, he wasn't, but it doesn't matter because they're going to win anyway, Geelong. They've been too good in this game. They've managed to turn it around fantastically. They were down by 20 points, and you thought they were down and out by quarter time, but they've managed to turn it around beautifully. And here's a mark to Big Boy. I'm not sure what his name is, but it doesn't matter. Should have gone for the super goal, but we're going to lose anyway. Geelong win it. They win their first game of the season. They're going to want to win again if they're going to want to make the finals. Melbourne lose. Cats win today by 21.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are Geelong, we're always on the ball. We play the game as it should be played, at home or far away. Our banners fly high from north to dark, down at Cardinia Park. should be